Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Chanel, the Living Dolly. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is enjoying their day so far and about to enjoy their weekend, whatever it is you have planned. All right, so before it is I get into the actual story time, I just want to let everybody know, for those of you who may not be following me yet on Instagram, so go follow me right here at TheLivingDolly on IG. So I will be posting videos from now on. I will let you know if anything changes, but for right now my schedule could only afford 2 days a week, which is gonna be Wednesdays and Fridays. So thank you to everyone so very much who voted on my Instagram polls. Love y'all. All right, so if you're not following me on IG, you're missing everything, because you'll basically get to let me know what it is you'll want to see. All right, so I hope you'll enjoy this video. If it is you did, don't forget to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already, and of course do not forget to turn on my post notifications. Like this video as well. All right, let's go. All right, so for today's story time, I'm going to be talking about an incident that I witnessed, and to this day still can't even believe that happened, and I was like in the vicinity. But anyway, so I went to one of my friends' events. Because of the nature of the event, of course, limited amount of people, and we're staying at a venue that allows, you know, room on board, right? So we decided, a couple of our friends decided to come together, and we would stay over the night. But up until the cutoff period, of course you'll know the SOE, when people had to go home, they would, you know, leave and the core would stay. All right, cool. So essentially everything went well with the event itself. However, I am an early riser, for those of you who may not know. So I woke up like around 6ish, which is my usual time for waking up. And when I got there, when I woke up and I'm looking around, I'm seeing that people are kind of like basically packing up to go, you know, neatening up, tidying up, everything is cool. So I thought. So in comes this young lady, and she's like, help, 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 somebody help me, somebody help me. Somebody come and go with me, please, to get my stuff outside. So I'm just like, what? But nobody's really taking her on. And I was like, okay then, like I couldn't understand that. So I was like, all right then, I'll go. Mind you, I do not know this lady. So I walk up the stairs with her, and while I'm walking up the stairs, she is telling me that she's in a little bit of an altercation with her boyfriend, who was also there as well for the event. Now, backstory, they apparently missed their ride to go home, so they ended up staying the night. I did not know that, right? But as we're walking upstairs, and she's describing to me that her boyfriend threw her bag with all of their clothes, I'm assuming his clothes as well, out on the street. And he was being very violent towards her. So I get outside with her, and I'm telling myself, is this like real? Like, I don't know this person, so I'm thinking to myself, this is kind of crazy, but okay. And then I see him from a distance. He is shirtless, and his eyes are looking very wild, very, very crazy. And I was like, okay, so this is true. So I am staying a distance away from her and him, because he's like calling and telling her, come, I want to talk to you, whatever. But the way he's looking, it looks like if he could do some damage. It really looked like if he was truly being violent towards her, and he was. I'll get there. So he was like, come girl, I'm calling you, come. And I'm just like, So I'm just like, okay then. So I kind of start backing back a little bit, and she was like, no, don't go, stay with me. Once you stay with me, he wouldn't do me anything. I'm like, girl, I do not want to be in the midst of this. So I'm like, okay, pick up your stuff, okay. And you know, let's go. So she's trying to pack up her stuff. He throws his hand around her, and he's like, come on now, I want to talk to you. Why are you treating me this way? I want to talk to you, And I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm feeling so uncomfortable. I want to get away from here. Anyway, so eventually she's just like, all right, come, let's just go downstairs, you know, come downstairs and just chill out or whatever. But he's still kind of pacing up and down, kind of mumbling to himself and just acting. It was weird. It was very, very strange. And I'm just like, I'm feeling really uncomfortable. So I'm like, I'm going back inside. All right. So she's like, okay, I'll come in with you or whatever. So while we are coming, like walking towards the door, he starts running towards us. And he's like running as if he like legit wants to attack. At that point, I start to run inside. So I literally run inside and I'm just like, y'all need to come outside here and help, because something is not really going right with what I'm witnessing right now. Doesn't look good. And before I even get to run inside properly, he runs down and he kind of slams her against the wall. And he was just like, I'm trying to talk to you. What you doing? Da da da, whatever. You disrespecting me. And I'm just like, what the hell? So with that is when it is I run inside. I'm like, please come outside and help. All hell literally breaks loose. So apparently he cannot control his liquor intake. So when he drinks, he tends to act out. I repeat, I do not know this couple at all. My friends have lined with them already, but I have not. So I was like, what is happening here? He was not even on 10, like on 85. So the guys try to kind of pull him aside and try to calm him down, but he's acting out. He's being very violent. He's like, you know, trying to get at her. Eventually he does and pulls her by her hair all the way to the ground. And they are literally like in an altercation. She's screaming for help. I am so uncomfortable. I do not even want to be in the vicinity of this situation. But my friends jump in and trying to tear them apart. While trying to tear them apart, the friend that actually did invite them, he was trying to talk to him like, okay, chill, calm down, you know, like relax. You're being very hyped for no reason. The guy who was being excessively violent turns around and bites my friend, who is the person who invited him. And when I'm talking bite, I'm talking about bite off a piece of their cheek, like right here. And then is when all hell literally broke loose. My friend literally wanted to kill him, because I mean, you just bite off someone's face, that is crazy. Like, what is happening? That was all I was thinking in my head. What is happening? So the place we're staying at has a couple stories, and all I heard two of my girlfriends scream out, oh my god, he's dead, he's trying to kill himself, or he's dead. I'm not even sure what it is I heard. So I ran outside to the kind of balcony area, and this guy literally ran over the railing and jumped down 2 stories. He got to 1 and fell. Now he's probably this size, he's stick thin. And I'm telling myself, how is it possible that he is even alive right now? But remember, he's intoxicated, so he's not feeling much of it. So I'm sure when he sobers up, he would have felt every single scratch, scar, everything like that. It was crazy, because I am looking at all this fighting and everything, and I'm just like, I am ready to go home. I'm the type of person, I don't like confrontation, I don't like drama. I am definitely not a fan of violence. So I was absolutely horrified. My girlfriends was just like, listen, by you talking to him and like, you know, getting in his face and telling him calm down or whatever, that's just kind of giving him the attention what he's looking for right now. So you should probably stay away. Oh my god, y'all, it was crazy. I was thinking, okay, it's very possible all of us are gonna get arrested, because they literally was like mashing up like a table. It was crazy. So I am looking at all of this happening, and I'm just like, I'm ready to go home, because I'm not a part of that whole drama. But I felt really bad for her, because all she kept saying was, he's not usually like this, only when he drinks he acts this way. So in my head, I'm thinking to myself, so you have seen him act like this before and you clearly don't like it. You realize that he has like a violent streak or something like that. So why be with somebody like that? However, it is not my place to, you know, really question her or anything. But basically we had to try to separate him. Mercifully, someone who was there was able to restrain him, and even self in that he was still trying to fight back. It was crazy because, as I told you, he's like this big and everybody of course is bigger than him, so they were like slamming him to the floor. It was madness, to say the least. And all I'm thinking to myself is the girl is like in a corner crying because she's clearly feeling embarrassed. She said when he eventually does sober up, he also will feel embarrassed. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, this is crazy. This is just no. But just in case anybody is looking at this video right now and you are in a situation like this, or you may know someone who is in a situation like this, whatever you can, try to help them out. Like, even though I was scared and I definitely was very uncomfortable and wanted no part of it, I still try to make sure she was okay, because it's not an easy or a nice situation to be in, and it is very embarrassing because everybody is seeing this person treating you crazy and you are crying and nobody could control him. He was just on 10. I honestly thought he was dead, but eventually they got him up from the balcony and he was a little bit more calm. I mean, hello, he just fell down like a story, so definitely you know, your body is like in shock. But yeah, anybody who's looking at this right now and you know anybody who's like that, please try to offer them some kind of help in some way, because it was really a terrible experience, and it was a terrible experience for me, so I could as well imagine how she was feeling. But yeah, basically that was a story time of how I almost witnessed somebody committing very life-threatening actions. Like what? Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. Yes, I had to change locations because the sun is almost gone, and you'll know I love to film in daylight. All right, so I hope you all take away from this story time just a reminder to never allow anybody to treat you less than what you deserve, and never settle or stay or put yourself in a situation that is uncomfortable, that is embarrassing, that is demeaning, that is outside of your character. Don't allow anybody to put you in a situation like that. All right, so that was like the one thing that I want you all to take away from this story time. I just thought I would share because it was really something that was scary, and I'm like at a loss for words. Like, honestly, I of course would hear different situations. You know, we live in a society where domestic violence is something that we hear about all the time, but witnessing it for me was really, really eye-opening, and it was not a good feeling. So I definitely don't want any of us to go through that, myself, anyone that I know, and especially y'all. So if it is you do know anybody with or dealing with that situation, try to help in some way, whatever way that you can. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll enjoy this. See you again in my next one next Wednesday. Bye.